Now, when it comes to the radar category, now more than ever, technology speaks volumes. And today's feature brand, of course, is Uniden. With over 60 years of history in this category, they have come to the market to play with some patented technologies and some brand new units we're going to talk about. We've got their product specialists, both Jaron from Importel, their Canadian distributor, as well as both Tony and Ray joining us from Uniden. And we're going to break down exactly what these units are all about. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Uniden. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and today we're going to get into a very special category that means so much to people where it applies, of course. And of course, we're talking about driver awareness systems. More specifically, we'll be talking about the Uniden brand. Now, Jaron, I know this was a very, very exciting acquisition from the folks at Importel, becoming the Canadian distributor. What can you tell us that we're going to cover on today's show?
Thanks for having me, Ben. Well, obviously, today we're going to cover the hot selling products and we're going to hit kind of every market out there, whether it be way over the top, I need to protect everything, to let's see what I can protect out there.
Well, let's give our viewers the options they deserve and all the latest technology from Uniden. But first, a quick message from our partner SiriusXM reminding you why it's always an excellent add-on sale. And when we come back, we're talking Uniden. Don't you dare go away.
Hi, Paul Truman here with SiriusXM. We reached out to some of our partners in the industry, and here's what they had to say.
I can't say more or enough about just what it means to have our unit working with SiriusXM. It's like we're there now.
The SiriusXM service is something consumers want, right? So it's Paul.
That allows a consumer to listen to either podcasts, entertainment, sports, all at their fingertips. It's all about engagement, and that's what SiriusXM provides.
SiriusXM is a huge component in a vehicle nowadays. Consumers expect that technology to be available both in our OEM system as well as the aftermarket upgrades that they're applying to their vehicle.
Alpine and SiriusXM, through our electronics, are able to offer the consumer on the aftermarket side SiriusXM 360L, which is an expanded platform for SiriusXM. And it's really been a beneficial relationship for us with SiriusXM.
As a dealer, just remember, we don't compete with anybody else. We are absolutely one of the best profitability accessories you can add to any head unit that is SiriusXM ready.
All right, everybody, welcome back to today's Connected. We're talking, of course, about the feature brand today, Uniden. Let's start off from the top. You know, Uniden is no stranger to the game, of course. I'd like to hear in your words, Jaron, why Uniden was such a great partner to finally establish that relationship with.
Yeah, Uniden has been a player in the game forever, and they kind of been flying under the radar. Sorry to use a pun there, but they weren't as well known as some of the other brands out there that I won't mention. But recently, they've been making huge waves with their full built-in system, the R9, and I think I'm willing to say that it's at the top of its game in the top of the market right now, and we want to bring Ray Woolf on today to speak more about that.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here. Yes, Uniden is making waves with our R9 fully custom installed radar and laser system that's designed to protect you against both mechanical methods, both LiDAR and radar. On top of that, our top of the line dash radar, our R8 and our R3 are segmented in the category to hit any price point demographic that can come into your store.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start kind of at the bottom. I don't want to say the bottom, but the entry point into getting some protection into your vehicle. And Uniden has basically presented a whole series. It's called the R series. And like Ray mentioned, we're going to focus on three particular items. The first one being the R4. Of course, this is going to be a value-packed price point entry into this category. Why is this such an important product when it comes to the consumers that are looking for this type of solution, Jaron?
So the R4 still has a whole bunch of the great technologies that we can speak about that Uniden has for it. It still has GPS built in, still has filters on board. But the big difference about the R4 and why it kind of hits that entry into the market is its front protection only. So most of your threats are going to be from the front usually when you're experiencing that the radar on the road. So that's why it's kind of the entry level and you're looking out the front.
All right, we go now to our special guest, Tony Kainuma, who's the product specialist over at Uniden. Now, I want people to understand, Tony, that although this might be an entry-level product, it doesn't have entry-level features. Can you speak to us about a couple of the features that are really intriguing when it comes to this unit?
Hi, the R4 has the same feature set as the R8. The only exception is the instead of a dual black fin DSP chip, it has a single black fin DSP chip. All other features are the same. It primarily detects signals coming from front, whereas the R8 detects signals both coming from front and rear.
Guys, don't let the price point fool you. This is a fully capable front-only solution that will top in regards to performance with the value entry point for any price point demographic that will come into your store.
All right, so you heard from Tony some fundamental technologies. I think it's very interesting that even at this price point, you're at least getting a single black fin sensor, which will really help in filtering out some of that noise and making sure you get the best response possible from your unit. But as we step up into the next windshield unit, which is the R8, I think we're really starting to see now what the Uniden is all about. Jaron, I know that you've had a little bit of experience with this unit. You've had some feedback. Can you share with us your thoughts on the R8 unit as we step up the ladder?
Yeah, we step up the ladder, Ben, but there's definitely that trickle down effect. Like you heard Tony talk about the similarities between the two, but what the R8 is going to give you on top of that is front and rear protection. So this is going to be your dash mount solution that's at the top of its game to let you know where those threats are, whether it be in front of you or behind you or to the side, even if picks it up at the same time.
Now, there are a million reasons why certain consumers might opt in for more of a portable handheld unit. It's easy to install, it's got different mounting options, you can plug it to your cigarette lighter. But don't let this little unit fool you because it is packed with features. And Tony, I'd like you to speak to us about some of the features and technologies that the R8 actually gets, even at this price point.
Yes, Ben, the R8 has dual horn antennas, dual blackfin DSP chips, and dual LNA. It will give you the best possible detection range of any given radar detector. It is our flagship model that bars none. All the other competitors are below in terms of sensitivity.
Hey, look, everybody's looking to have the best. Now, feature rich, directional awareness, dual black fin processor, dual LNA really gives you the best value, best performance to hit that customer that wants the best in regards to dash radar.
All right, so we've taken the time to explore a little bit on the dash systems, both in the R4 as well as the R8. But now we get to the part of the show which I have the most fun because for me, when it comes to this type of system, this type of awareness, it's got to be about CI. Now, CI, for those of you who don't know, we're talking about custom installation. This is those stealthy installs where simply at looking at a vehicle, if done right, you don't even know these systems are installed. Our installers have many different tricks to really integrate these type of systems into vehicles, but Uniden's coming to play, and they're coming to play hard because we're going to discover not only some of the feature set, but some of the exclusive technology that Uniden has implemented into their top-of-the-line CI-R9 solution. Now, obviously, Jaron, this is not for everybody, but it does hit a very specific clientele and also a very specific opportunity for our dealers.
Yeah, certainly. This is not your everyday system. This one's kind of near and dear to my heart. I may or may not have one in my car. Okay, I have one. Uh, so the install can be such a range, and there's such a range in the system. But Uniden is great because they give you everything out of the box. Like one unit completely detected 360 degrees. You're not piece there, this integrate with this. It's one unit all out of the box, and it has superior performance, superior technology, patented technologies out there, and we can get Tony to really touch on some of the technologies there. This is a complete solution, and this is a great sell for our dealers. It's not going to be every day, but that customer with the high end clientele, they're going to put this in, or the customer really worried about getting tickets, they're going to put this in. Just food for thought in Canada. BC 30 over, your car's impounded. So that's one of the markets that we really hit with this type of detector.
Yes, the patented laser technology used in our R9 system is bar none. No one can claim that. We're the only ones out in the market that jammed every laser gun that was brought to us with the RD Forum guys. It is the best system out there. Talking about our front and rear radar detectors, as Jaron mentioned earlier, they're about 3 dB more sensitive than our competitors. Again, giving an edge in detecting the LEO far before your other competitors' detectors can detect. So that's the advantage you have. You have enough time to slow down and not be pulled over and get a ticket.
Let me ask you, have you ever gotten a ticket? Do you ask your clients that come in the door? That is the secret of the secret sauce. Now, the next most important thing is really to provide you with the product that will complement the elegance of the OEM, give you superior technology to fight against both mechanical methods while maximizing the profits that you can bring in your store. Guys, independent studies have shown this thing is a top performer and it stands out alone, all by itself.
All right, so we've had the chance to hear from the specialists, both in Tony and Ray from Uniden. I want to thank them for joining us on the show, Jaron. You know, this is a new brand and maybe it's a new partnership, but man, this is a company that knows what they're doing. They seem very confident with the technology and the product that they're putting out there. What final message do you have for anybody tuning in that's considering whether it's a very simple, windshield type solution or going all in on something that really protects you, such as the R9 CI system? What message do you have for them?
The message I have for our dealers and customers is, why aren't you putting the best in? These are the best systems out there. You should be, one, for your customers, putting the best in so you know they're protected. And if you're a customer, put the best in so you know you're protected.
That, of course, was Jaron Yelmalan, the 12-volt Viking, speaking to Uniden and their new distribution deal with Importel, of course. Now, if you're interested in finding out more specs, obviously on the show we don't get to all the details, but rest assured, if you head on over to uniden.com, you'll find all the information that you're looking for on any of the products we talked about today. And if you happen to be a dealer in Canada, make sure to reach out at the good folks over at Importel, for they are the Canadian distribution partner for Uniden north of the border. Now, my takeaway is this. When it comes to the radar game, let's face it, it's all about performance, and more importantly, it's all about technology. Every single day, we are getting beat by technology. So what do we do to fight technology? With even better technology. And I believe that is exactly what Uniden is bringing to the table. Whether you're looking for a windshield solution at the lower price points, or you want to explore and really get protected, they have the CI R9 system ready and available to do everything that you need to do, especially with that patented technology that Uniden is claiming. That's it for this CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.